I am going to show you how you can integrate and automate sticky reviews. Okay, so we talked all about sticky reviews. I kind of gave you a crash course on all of the really cool things that you can do with sticky reviews, including requesting reviews, as well as collecting leads and showcasing social proof and testimonials on your website. Okay, so if you are unfamiliar with sticky reviews, if you scroll all the way down here, you will see they have 3 different plans you can choose from: the starter, premium, and enterprise. If you are a member of Visual Marketing and Design, you actually get the enterprise plan for free among all of the other tier 5 tools. If you go to myvisionagency.com, you will see that we have 3 different plans. If you want to get access to all of our content, training, and tools, you can join here for $97. You actually get a free tier 5 upgrade, so you get all of the tier 5 software, which is about 28 different softwares, including all of the HighLevel tools, because that is what we use in our program. Okay, if you want to become a tier 5 partner, you will see that the price just went up. So it is now $297 a month, and you can become a reseller. Okay, so it's $297 to become a partner, and then you get access to resell the tier 5 software yourself. And if you wanted to create a HighLevel account so that you can create unlimited sub accounts and white label your own agency, you can do that here. If you choose to use any of my affiliate links here, you will get a free membership inside of Visual Marketing and Design. Okay, so sticky reviews is just one of the many softwares that we use. And today I'm going to show you how to integrate all of those. And I'm also going to give you a walkthrough of the review gate, because that is super cool. So let's get into today's training when I come back. Okay, so welcome back. I do see that Maria and Floyd and Linwood are here. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so yesterday we talked all about, I walked you through each of these things. We created, we added a brand here. We created some sticky reviews, and you see that we have the text review, the video review, and the audio review. We also created a campaign. We created an exit pop-up. We also created a review link, and I told you here, when people subscribe to your one of your your email fields, whether it's on a review link or an exit pop-up, then all of your emails are going to go here. But that's not very convenient. We want to be able to capture those emails, right, and retarget them. That is the purpose of that. So today what I'm going to show you how to do is take those emails and then put them into your CRM, which is what we use in our program, which is HighLevel. Okay, so before we get into all of this, the first thing we want to do is connect a domain. Okay, so if you go all the way up here to your little profile and you click custom domain, you'll see that I already have one added. If we wanted to add a new one, we could go to add custom domain, and you'll see that it does give you instructions here. And so I get that sometimes this gets really overwhelming for people, but all you need to do is just copy this. Okay, so like I always say, most of this stuff, even though it seems techie and all of this, most of it's just copying and pasting. Okay, so if you just copy here where you want to point this to, okay, and you go to wherever you've purchased your domain. Okay, let's say that I wanted to connect this to sticky reviews. I want to scroll down here, and you'll see if I wanted to connect the C, okay, first of all, it's a CNAME. But if I wanted to use this main domain as my sticky reviews domain, then I can just put the @ symbol and then paste in the CNAME. Okay, so what I would do is I'm going to edit this so you can see. You just want to type in the @ symbol, paste in where it tells you to go, and then you can choose like 4 hours. That just has to do with propagation, and then save. Okay, so that's if you want the main domain. But maybe I wanted reviews.visionteam.online. Maybe I wanted that to be my domain. So what I would do is go to CNAME, and then I could type in reviews and then paste in where I want it to go, and then 4 hours, and then save. Okay, so now what I want to do, now that this is configured, what I want to do is go back to sticky reviews, and then I can type this in. Now it does take a few minutes to propagate, so I already have one created. Okay, now once your domain is connected, the first thing that we want to do is go to the, let's go to review links first, okay? If you click here, you'll see that you can actually customize your review link. And that's really important because this is the link that you're going to be sending customers, okay? And I love this so much. You guys will probably be seeing this soon. This is something great to have in the footer of your emails to send out to people. Now, in HighLevel, we have our own review management system, and that is based on Google reviews. I highly recommend, if you are a local business and you're going to be needing to capitalize on those Google reviews. But if you are an online marketer and you have all kinds of funnels, or you have a program like I do where video testimonials are really powerful and you want to focus on that, then definitely this is a great system to be able to use, because what you can do is capture the video reviews and the audio reviews. So those are really, really powerful, much more powerful than even a Google review because it's text, okay? So what we want to do is select our domain that we want to connect our review link to. I'm just going to choose that one because that's what I have, and then I'm going to click next, and then we talked all about this yesterday, so once you save it, it's all good. So if you click here, now this is what the live link looks like. Okay, so again, go back, and I actually put the link to yesterday's training in the YouTube description. So if you're watching on YouTube and you missed yesterday's training, you can definitely go back and watch that. But this is the link that you're going to send to your clients or your customers. Okay, so it's this can all be customizable. But how do you like our program? Would you recommend us? Yes or no? So if they click yes, then they have the opportunity to enter in their information and then leave the review. Okay, now this does not go to Google My Business. It's not connected to any of that. But what it does is it adds it to our campaign. Okay, so that when it's scrolling through, we have a new video. Okay, so it adds it to our sticky reviews is what I meant. Okay, so let's go back here because maybe they left us a bad review. Okay, so let me refresh here. So maybe they left us a bad review and they say no. They have the opportunity to leave a review, but it doesn't automatically approve, okay? So let's say they do not recommend, and then we say test, and then they just say textual, and it's going to be a text message. I mean, I don't think if you had a bad review, they would probably do audio or video, but maybe they did. So they can choose how they want to leave the review, whether it's positive or negative, but we're just going to do test. And let's say we gave 2 stars and save. Now you see that it asks for the email and the phone number is optional. Okay. But what we would want to do, and we talked a little bit about this yesterday, if someone left us a bad review, we want to definitely let our team know so that someone can follow up with them. Okay, so we need their contact information. So this all needs to be put in our system. We can build out pipelines, kind of like what I talked about the billing department on Monday when you use Chirply and you want to route the the appropriate calls to the appropriate department. You would want to maybe build out a pipeline where this shows up and maybe notifies a member of your team. You can create workflows and do all of that inside of HighLevel, but we need to integrate this with HighLevel to even be able to use that. Okay, so once you have connected the domain, what we want to do now is go to Zapier. And if you're unfamiliar with Zapier, we've talked about this before. It's basically like a website that makes 2 different softwares talk to each other. Okay, so to connect to Zapier, what we're going to do is click Create Zap. Now, I will also say, if you are a Tier 5 partner, you actually get an unlimited Zapier account. So you can create as many Zaps, premium Zaps, as you want to. It's all included in your plan because they actually invite you to their enterprise plan as a partner. So you get unlimited Zaps. So really, really convenient. All right, so but even as a user, what you would want to do is go back here, and we want to click here to go to Zapier settings. Okay, now we're going to create a token. So let's just call this training because I will definitely be deleting this, and then generate. Okay, so now I have a Zapier token. Okay, so this is like an API for my sticky reviews account. That's why I need to delete this as soon as this training's over, because you definitely want to keep that private. Okay, so once you have your API created, what you can do is click here to join the Zap, okay? Because you have to be invited as an account holder of Sticky Reviews. You have to be invited to get access to the Zap. So here's our invite. We're going to click Accept Invite and build a Zap. So first step is we want to click here for Create Zap. And now what we need to do is pull up Sticky Reviews because we want the softwares to be able to talk to each other. So I'm going to pull up Sticky Reviews and we'll select that. Now I'm going to choose an event, okay? So we're going to talk about exit pop-ups in just a minute, but in this example, we're going to pull in the information from the review links, okay? So if they give us a bad review and they want to enter their information, then we want it to go into our CRM, and then it can trigger all kinds of workflows. Definitely go back and check out all the training that I've done on workflows, okay? So we're going to choose review links and then continue. So now what I need to do is actually log in to my Sticky Reviews account. Okay, so I'm going to click here, and I already have these created, but they're not active. So I'm just going to create our new account. Okay, you guys probably will not have anything show up here. And side note, if you've never used Zapier before, they do have a free plan. It's you get 100 zaps for free each month. So if you're just testing this out, it is free for you to try. Okay, so let's go ahead and connect our new account. So you can see, just like I'm starting brand new, a little window pops up here, and what it wants is that API that we just created. Okay, so I'm gonna like move this a little bit and go down here, and I want to just click here to copy. Now I'm going to go back to my window, and then I'm just going to paste here and yes and continue. So now what I'm doing is I'm giving Zapier, let me exit out of this. I'm giving Zapier permission to connect to my Sticky Reviews account. Okay, so once I've done that, I'm going to click continue. And now I need to select a review link. Okay, so if you go click here for review links, do you want to set this Zap up to do all of them, or do you want to do a particular one? And I only have one, and it's called How Do You Like Our Program? So I could select this one, or I could just select all of them, and then it will do this action for all of the review links that I create. If you have, you're hosting this for clients or something like that, you may want to, just choose their account so that it does the appropriate action. But if it's like your own personal business account, maybe you just want to do all. So I'm just going to say all and then click continue. Okay, so now we're going to test the trigger. And it pulled in some data here. So we're going to go ahead and click continue. And now we want to connect it to the LeadConnector app. Now remember, it's not called, even though the platform that we're using is HighLevel, since HighLevel is a white label platform, they created the Zap and they called it LeadConnector. Okay, it's the same as your mobile app that you can access the CRM. It is LeadConnector. Okay, and that's their attempt to semi-white label HighLevel, so that you, as my client, if you didn't know that I was using HighLevel at all, I could tell you still that you could use these automations by just going to LeadConnector, and I would not be like tarnishing my brand and letting them know, what I'm using and things like that. Okay, so that's why it's called LeadConnector. So I'm going to go ahead and choose that. Now I want to choose the action. Okay, so when someone fills out their email into any of my review links, that's what we've selected so far, I want it to do something in LeadConnector. Okay, so do I want to add to a campaign, stop all campaigns, add or update a contact, add a task, add or update an opportunity? They may not even be in our system. Okay, so maybe we want to add or update a contact. Okay, or if they are in our system, maybe we want to just update it with a tag or something like that, so that we can send them a campaign. Okay, so I'm going to choose add or update a contact, and we're going to click continue. Now I need to log into my LeadConnector account. So I'm just going to click create new account. And I'm going to move this. Let me minimize that. So I need to now get my location API. Okay. So what I'm going to do is go into my account here. Let me actually, I need to not let you see something. Let me move this out of the way for just a second. I don't want to show anyone's personal information. I need to get into my demo account. So give me just a second. Okay. All right, so let me move this back over here. And there we go. Okay, so I'm in my demo account. What you need to do is go to the API. Okay, so you're going to go to settings at the bottom, and then you'll see right here in the business tab that you'll see your API. Okay, so if you click here, it's going to copy to your clipboard. What you need to do is pull up this window and then paste it here. Now I'm going to move this off to the side so I don't have to delete this account. Okay, so now it is connecting our lead connector. Okay, so now we have connected our sticky reviews account. We've connected the lead connector account or the HighLevel account. Now we want to click continue. And here is where we're going to choose the information that we want to send back to our HighLevel account. Okay, so we definitely want the email. Okay, so we're going to click here, and you'll see that if you click show all, that it's going to give us all of the information that it pulled in from sticky reviews. Okay, so we can use any of this however we want to. We just need to basically map it out what it actually is, right? So maybe if we want, for example, the email address, if we scroll down here, you'll see negative reviews email. Okay, so we're going to choose that. And what it's going to do is in anything in that field, it's going to pull in here because that's what we're telling the system. This is the email. Okay, so we can also choose phone number. So if we click show all, you scroll all the way down here, you'll see negative reviews phone number. Now, if you scroll down now, I always talk about too, like you definitely want to create tags. I mean, it's not something that you have to do, but it's definitely going to help you keep track of where things are. Okay. And what I think is the easiest way to create workflows and to keep everything organized is by creating a tag. Okay. So for example, if this person fills out this review and then they come into my lead connector account or my HighLevel account or vision account, whatever you want to call it, and they have that tag, that's an easy way for me to trigger the workflow inside of my CRM so that it will make an automation take place. Maybe it's an email campaign. Maybe I want to notify a member of my team by sending an email or internal notification or send a text message. And then I can actually send all of that information to them so that if someone did leave us a negative review, they could follow up immediately and see how we can make that right. Okay, so maybe here I want to create a tag. I can choose. If you scroll down here, there actually is tags in the section here, but maybe I just want to say sticky review. Maybe just sticky review. Okay. So that'll be the tag. So when it pulls into our CRM, it will have that tag there. And then I know exactly where this came from. And I can, separate and segment all of my marketing. Okay. You can also choose source, or there's so many things that you could do. I could probably train on this all day long. Let's definitely mark this as a lead. That is a requirement here. If you ever scroll down here and this button is not blue, it's because you've forgotten to choose something that's required. Okay. You can also, if you go to notes, if you'll see here, it actually will let you know what the rating was. So if they did, leave a negative review, you want to know what the rating is, you could actually put that here in the notes section, and then it will show up in the profile what they left. So like it's going to actually input the information, but let's put rating left in sticky reviews. Okay. All right, so now we have all of the information that we want to use. Let's see if there's a name here. I don't see that it has actually the review name. Oh, okay. So yeah, we can go up here. Let's go to actually full name. and we can map it out here and put wherever the name is. Sticky reviews. Okay, here we go. So now we have all of the data that we want to put into our CRM. So we're going to click continue. And now we want to test the action. Okay, so it did pull in some data. So let's go ahead and click test and review. And if we go back to our system here and we go back to our contacts, you'll see that we just created a new contact with the sticky review tag. So if we click in here, now we see the profile. And if you go over to the notes, you'll see rating left and sticky review. And now that we know it's 5. So if we had a system and we wanted to automate the process, maybe we had a person in our customer service department who we could immediately notify as soon as someone left us a negative review. And what they could do then is pull up all of the information here. They could see immediately, that they had left the review, all their contact info, and what their actual rating was and any comments that they had made. Okay, so super, super awesome. Now, let's go to the exit pop-up, okay? If you go to the exit pop-up, you'll see that we talked all about this yesterday, how to create it. So if you missed that, definitely go back and watch that. We just call this live training. And here is the email field. Okay, you don't have to choose an email. You can actually choose the call to action. Like yesterday, I talked about having it set up to, maybe subscribe to the YouTube channel or something like that. But I actually went back and changed this to email field. So you can see here is our pop-up. Okay. Now, we need that email to go into our HighLevel system, okay? Because right now, it's just going to show up here in our emails list, but that doesn't really help us to automate processes because then we would have to copy and paste and move things in the system, okay? So what we need to do now is we need to go back to Zapier, okay? So let's go ahead and just say turn on Zap. And then we're going to create a new Zap. Okay, so let's just go back here and we'll create a new Zap. So click create. And now we're going to choose we're going to choose sticky reviews again. And this time we're going to choose exit pop-up. Okay, so let's click continue. And we already have our sticky reviews account created. So I'm just going to choose the same one and click continue. And this time we're selecting exit pop. Oops. Okay, so let me go back here and I want to select my exit pop-up. So do I want to choose the one that I've called live training or all of them? Let's just say all of them. And we'll click continue. Now we have the test trigger. So if we click there, it pulled in some test information. So now we're going to click continue. And we're going to choose our LeadConnector app again. And this time we're going to choose again, add or update contact and click continue. And we're already logged into our LeadConnector app, so we don't need to do that again. And now we're just going to map out the information. Okay, so all we really have from them is the email address. So we're just going to choose the email address. And if you scroll down here, it does say required. So we're going to mark it as a lead. So true, it is a lead. And we're going to click continue. And we'll do test and review. And if we go back to our account here and go back to context, you'll see now that we have test and review data, email at example. Was that the same? I think because, yeah, I think that's the same one. Okay, so that information, I think because it was the same one. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so dang it, now it pulled in. So let's go back here and let's choose, let's bring in some different data, okay? Because I want to make sure that it's working. And I know that if you guys are like trying to do this on your own and you're like, I can't tell if it's working. So what we're going to do is the next step here, okay? So I'm going to actually assume this is working because I'm going to show you how we're going to test it, okay? So let's say turn on Zap. Okay, so now we have our Zap set up. Now what we need to actually do is install the code or the campaign onto our website so that we can actually see if everything is working, okay? So we're gonna go back to our campaign. If you click here, you'll see, again, you can choose your the domain that you wanna connect it to, and you can also choose the pop-up if you didn't have that selected, and click Save Campaign, okay? So now what I wanna do is copy the snippet. What I'm gonna now to embed it into my website, what I want to do is I'm going to move this away again so I can go back into my other account, into a live website. Okay. All right, so let me move this back in here. Oops. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right, so we're going to go back into our website here. So I'm going to choose this engagement monster. And what we need to do is go into the actual page. Okay, so I'm going to click edit. You can choose to edit in the same tab or a new tab. I'm just going to open it in a new tab so I don't lose my place. And you'll see if you go to settings and tracking code, then you want to go to the footer. And what you want to do is embed this into every page that you want this the reviews and things to pop up on. Okay, so I'm going to click save and save again. And then let's go back here and view the live website. All right, so let's just open here. And if we wait 3 seconds, it should, there we go. So we have our Maurice's review, and then we should have another one here showing up. You can see what the video reviews look like. So that's the video review. So you guys, if you really think outside the box, think you could do like different trainings. You could do different like specials, like coupons, all kinds of really cool things you can do. But you have your brand there and all of that. Now, if I go to exit this page, you'll see here is my pop-up. Okay, so here's how we're going to test this. We're going to, actually, let me just put in an email address here, design@gmail.com, and subscribe. So it says, never miss a training. Thanks for subscribing. So let's go back here. Okay. And let me go into, I'm so sorry, guys. I should have had that other window pulled up. Okay. Go to contacts. Okay, so now if I go back to that account here and I go to my contacts, it created the contact here. Okay, so now we could do anything that we wanted with this. Now we could have added a tag and things like that so we know where it came from. But you see, if we don't add anything into the Zapier form, all we'll get is the email address. But that is the way that you can, create tags, create workflows, and all of that stuff, and blend your sticky reviews into your CRM and your website. Okay. So again, if you guys want to create a sticky reviews account, you want to get access to all of the tier 5 tools, definitely go to myvisionagency.com. You can go to the all plans and choose a plan that works best for you. If you choose either of these, you get a free membership into Vision Marketing and Design. If you're just interested in all of the content, training, and tools, then you can just join here, and then you actually get to benefit from all of the goodness inside of the tier 5 and HighLevel software. Okay, so thank you again. Thank you for joining me. I will see you all tomorrow. Go make your vision a reality. Bye.